Here's the thing. The system wants us to believe a bunch of narratives. And let me tell you, none of those favors you in any way. This is not a conspiracy theory. The real fact is that the government does not want strong men, but rather docile slaves they can easily control. The masculinity crisis is obviously fabricated, not accidental, but the mainstream media will never talk about this important issue. And that's what inspired me to make this video. Today, you'll know more about beta males, aka the most dangerous type of men in modern society, even more dangerous than entitled women. If you want to know why, then stay tuned, because this is the ultimate guide to spotting betas and avoiding their harmful traits. I'm telling you, you better stay away from these traits if you want to succeed as a man. But first, let me tell you a bit about how they manage to represent the gross of the population. Since the rise of civilization, strong men have been in charge of businesses, cities, and entire countries. They were respected, admired, and feared because they had power and, most importantly, determination to achieve their goals. But modernity intends to turn this upside down. Nowadays, TV shows like Big Bang Theory portray the idea of beta males rising to the top, while the alpha male is normally the bad guy or the villain. Even if you take a look at the wealthiest people on the planet, a significant amount of them are betas who have taken over the market. Again, this is not accidental. Now let's discuss the negative traits beta males have. Trait number 1, they put others first. A beta seeks the happiness of others all the time and puts himself last. You might notice a beta because he's over-complacent, docile, dependent, and a people pleaser. As a natural consequence, a beta has much trouble saying no and is afraid of rejection and not fitting in, as opposed to sigmas, who don't give an F about anyone else's opinion. Betas are often characterized by his lack of drive and motivation, which makes him go through life either with no purpose or with someone else's. In essence, a beta male lets others decide. He is a willing, obedient follower, which contradicts the natural masculine imperative of leadership and strength. Trait number 2, they put women on a pedestal. A beta male is often friend-zoned and treats women as divine beings. In some extreme cases, you might see betas worshipping a woman, although she is not that valuable. A beta male is the errand boy of females, so you can see him doing her female classmates' homework and not getting anything in return. You can even hear a married guy saying that he doesn't know what he would do without her. I've seen many guys losing their self-worth for a woman who did nothing but take advantage of them financially, emotionally, and spiritually. While he invests a lot, she does not reciprocate. There are several stories of men ruining their life, not because of a woman, but because they idolized her and cared about her more than they cared about themselves. Gentlemen, this is quite simple and binary. Set your priorities straight or be a loser. Trait number 3. They are followers and don't want to be leaders. A beta male blindly complies with rules, hierarchies, and guidelines. He depends too much on the leadership and opinions of others, so sadly he can't do any better. Being a mere subordinate, a beta male plays a passive role. On top of that, since he does not chase excellence, he just does the bare minimum and is happy with just having enough. He is highly conformist. Instead of striving to be better every single day, he has no ambition and spends his free time playing video games, eating junk food, and consuming content on social media. A beta is absolutely attached to the matrix and does not want to break free, but loves his mediocrity. And diving deeper, a beta male is a supporter of big government. Since he just does what he is told without question, he wants the government to take care of him, asks for free stuff, and supports social agendas like feminism. In other words, a beta is a useful idiot, not only for many women, but for corrupt politicians too. Wonder why the government is getting bigger and bigger, and freedoms seem to be decreasing. If you didn't know before, I bet you know now. Trait number 4, they are insecure. Since a beta male is approval-seeking, he's only confident when society, and especially women, validate him. You can spot a beta if he's antisocial or socially awkward and shy, weak and unattractive, and just a guy who would give up on his ideas for the quote-unquote greater good. To be honest, does he have any self-formed opinion? He rarely does. And if he does, it's just because someone has told him to parrot an idea. That's why they're so dangerous. because he makes for a perfect slave. This has a lot to do with the previous negative trait. Since a beta thinks the government will take care of him, he supports tax increases and liberty restrictions for the sake of security. A beta is insecure because he's incompetent, normally out of shape, and not loving his physique, so he has a difficult time building the life he wants. Other flaws a beta male has are poor communication skills, lack of desire for competition and growth, lack of integrity, and many more. Definitely the type of man you don't want to be, isn't it? Trait number 5. They have a big ego. Regardless of the amount of success a beta male might achieve in his life, he wants everyone else to praise him, whereas genuinely successful men do not need that validation. As mentioned before, a beta does the bare minimum, and if someone calls on him for not performing well enough, he reacts and gets offended. A beta male is usually a know-it-all, insufferable man. Despite not being competent, he truly believes he is the man. It's not uncommon that he suffers from severe cognitive dissonance. In contrast, if he is at least honest with himself and acknowledges he's not good enough at his profession or any field he takes part in, he doesn't do anything to change it. He just thinks it is what it is, so he has a fixed mindset, as opposed to masculine men who are always chasing excellence. That's it for today's video. I hope you got a clear idea of what betas are and how they behave. They're not role models for sure, and if you want to get to the highest level of masculinity, you must do the exact opposite of what they do. If you want to know more about how to become confident, stay tuned for the next video, as I will reveal to you all the steps you must take to reach that degree of success and confidence. For now, feel free to check my videos on Sigma males, as they have very valuable info too. There you have it. Have you ever bumped into a beta male? What traits have shocked you the most? Have you learned anything new from this video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.